Hi everybody. I got a few questions about this problem here, and it's asking, well, we have an isosceles right triangle here inscribed in a circle. The hypotenuse of the triangle, this longest side, is the diameter. So that means it's passing through the origin, and we want to write a function in terms of x that represents the area of the shaded region. So we want a function of x that gives us the area of this shaded region. Well, in looking at this, it's an interesting question. So the area of the shaded region, just these two pieces, looks to me it's like the area of the semicircle, taking away the area of that isosceles triangle. So the area of the semicircle, like this, minus the area of the isosceles triangle, right? So if we could figure out what the area of the semicircle is in terms of x, and the area of the isosceles triangle is in terms of x, we could theoretically find this function. So, area of the semicircle. Well, a semicircle is just half of a circle. As you know, pi r squared is the area of a circle. All over 2 would be the area of a semicircle. So the thing is, I wrote that in terms of r. What we may need to do here is actually find out what r is in terms of x, because r is not the same as x, right? In fact, r would be half of our hypotenuse here. But let's just start by writing it this way. The area of the isosceles triangle, 1/2 base times height. Well, base times height is x times x. So 1/2 base times height, which it looks like this person had correct. So let's see if we could figure out now. Oh, it looks like okay. So let's see if we could figure out what r is in terms of x. So we know that x squared. You know the Pythagorean theorem: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So in this case, the legs are both x. So x squared plus x squared equals the hypotenuse squared. The hypotenuse happens to be the diameter, which is 2r squared. Okay, 2x squared equals 4r squared if I square both. Interesting. So actually we have r squared here. What we could maybe do is just divide both sides by 4, and we would just get x squared over 2 equals r squared. So I could plug this in for r squared there to make it all in terms of x. So my f of x would just be pi times x squared over 2 would just be x squared over 4, right? Dividing by 2 or multiplying by the reciprocal, you could think of it as just multiplying it by another 1/2 minus an x squared over 2. So this, regardless of whatever x is, would give us the area of this shaded region, because this would be the area of the semicircle in terms of x. What was tricky for me about this was the fact that we had to find the area of the semicircle in terms of x, not in terms of r, which this actually would have been theoretically correct if we put over 2, but it looks as though it only wanted the answer in terms of x, which is we get pi over 4x squared minus 1/2 x squared. It's the same answer. And hopefully this makes sense. Feel free to contact me with more questions. Much love, everybody.